Abba Kyari should be paraded like Nnamdi Kanu. Reno, Omokri. Welcome to the news. And thank you for tuning in to listen. Reno Omokri, a former presidential spokesman, has raised concern over the circumstances surrounding the arrest of the suspected head of intelligence response team and deputy police commissioner Abba Kyari by the Nigeria police. It is no longer news what happened to Abba Kyari, the super cop, the people's favorite, the one who was the white who called him a decorated cop. Okay, he was the people's favorite, and up until when the news of the case with Hush Puppy came out, he actually was the people's favorite. And even some people were like, let's pardon him. Maybe they just roped in him and this one happened. Well, everybody has been giving the opinion on this particular issue, and Reno has just given his. Find out more, the news in detail, please stay with us. Omokri in a tweet questioned the rationale behind the secret nature of Kyari's arrest, which he claimed was unlike that of an embattled leader of the indigenous people of Biafra who was publicly paraded by the Directorate of State Services on several occasions. The former aide to the ex-president Goodluck Jonathan raised the concern on Monday. He tweeted, "Why the secrecy over Kyari's arrest? We saw how they paraded a political prisoner like Nnamdi Kanu in handcuffs. Let's see Abba Kyari paraded like that too for equity. And since Kyari is a fashion consultant, let them force him to wear designers as they did to Kanu." Well, some people are really, really angry over this issue. Who wouldn't be? Who wouldn't be that people who were placed? Do you know the kind of trust that was given to this man's office? The kind of trust. And the thing is that 2 weeks ago, was it a month ago now, Evans the kidnapper came out, I think 2 weeks ago. And he was saying some things about, how he was tortured and forced to write a particular statement, that he did not write it willingly. How Kyari and his boys actually killed people in front of him and, told him that if you don't write it, we're going to kill you. So then, even then I was like, he was sounding convincing. He was sounding very convincing. So now, people are now taken aback like, wait, Evans, yes, he's a kidnapper, but he might be saying the truth. He might be. Now somebody wrote, "Now, not Nnamdi Kanu, he should be paraded and disgraced like Evans the notorious kidnapper. What is the difference between a kidnapper and a drug dealer? Are you sure Evans is not even better than Kyari?" People are angry. It's not a funny situation. If you know the delicacy of this, how delicate this particular issue is, you will not joke with it. And the thing is, people are beginning to say, that this one might actually be staged, this particular drug accusation be staged so that the Americans are not going to be able to come out and, deal with Abba Kyari and the music, or the way in the music he will understand on this case with Hush Puppy. They have been going round in circle. My own question, first of all, to the Nigerian police force is, how come somebody was suspended and was still allowed to work? How? This is the inequality people have been talking about. This is the injustice and unfairness. Let's say, for instance, somebody else from another region was roped in with this. Do you think that person will be parading himself? Do you think that person will be given free access to move around? You self-reason the matter. The matter is sour, not sour soup. Sincerely. Somebody has been given that kind of suspension on a heavy allegation. This one is not my mind. He was found wanting on a case of fraud. The same fraud that I've been making. Do you know how that sentence is causing problems for our people who are working legally abroad? Do you know? Who are working, who are trying to make sure that their grass is greener there. They are using their hands to make it greener by themselves. They are doing all it takes legally. That's name fraud. You're in Nigeria. Those people, they are 419 people. Do you know how many doors have been slammed in people's faces just because of that? You would not know the pain. You would not know. And then he was accused of roping himself in such a huge allegation. Then while we are still, I was like, these people, even when they were taking their time to do whatever, to do their investigations, and they were doing the investigation like it was home-based, I told these people, they are white, so I don't understand what you people are doing. Whatever you do will stay in history. In fact, they will use it against us as a nation. This brings me to say that I always say, whatever you do does not come back to you alone, no matter how you put it. You're a person, you go outside, you disgrace yourself, you disgrace your family. Because when people want to refer to you, they're no longer only going to refer to you. When somebody comes out, it is that house, that's that house, that boy, look at him, he's a 419, that 419 family. That is just it. The ripple effect does not come back to you alone. That is why you must be careful. That is why you must be your brother's keeper in your family and make sure you behave well. Somebody is facing one charge. He's allowed to be moving freely. He's even allowed to go to work. They are doing audio suspension. Abby? Okay. This is very unfortunate, sincerely. This thing that happened is unfortunate that we are placing people in authority or people in places that should protect our interests. Now I keep asking myself, how are we not sure that this man has been doing this? How are we not sure he has? How are we sure that this one is just the tip of the iceberg, that there are more crimes that he's neck deep into? Like, maybe, who knows, they were even part of brutalizing humans. What am I even saying? Evans accused him of killing people in his presence. That's an allegation. If this were Nigeria were a sane country, do you know that allegation now? They will now go back to it and find out if it's actually neck deep into it. They're going to make him pay for all his crimes. Let's watch and see how they handle this one. Tomorrow, they'll say people are crying marginalization. If he is not dealt with the way others have been dealt with, then sincerely, I don't know where Nigeria is heading to. It is heading to chaos. Chaos, and I mean chaos that cannot be stopped. On this note, we've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.